Good morning, YouTube. Today we've got something kind of special for you. We're going to review a 2009 Alfa Romeo 8C Spider Competizione. There's only 25 of these in the US.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan, and we're in my garage, and normally we're at my dealership NG Supercars, but today we've got this wonderful piece of Italian machinery, and normally I would take it out on a review and do all this stuff from our shop, but this is actually a client's car, so we already sold it to them. We arranged the purchase of this through a consultation and then did a pass-through on our dealership, and then they had us do a couple service items for it. And what I'm doing today is I'm actually taking it to our friend Brad's shop, Authentic Details, and they're going to do a full car PPF. I had to exchange another vehicle to get this car so I could take it to the shop. So I'm not going to be doing our normal review route, but I thought this is the only opportunity I really have to drive this car because, again, it's not our car, so we're not going to go out and drive it and, you know, put a bunch of miles on it, especially because this thing just rolled over 2,000 miles on it. So it's pretty much perfect and in basically brand new condition. So let's walk around it, show you everything about this car, and then we'll take it out for a drive as we go to Authentic Details, and you'll see this thing is quite special. It's pretty amazing. All right, so you've probably never even heard of the 8C. It's a very rare car. I think they only made about 500 of them, even fewer in the Spider, and supposedly only like 25 of the Spiders made it to the US, and only 3 were in this white color. So it's a very wonderful pearl color. Kind of hard to see on camera, but it's got, you know, lots of different tones to it as you look at it. Now, these cars are pretty neat, but they're actually basically like a Maserati Granturismo. So it's got the same power plant as a Maserati Granturismo. It's got the same transmission as a Ferrari F430, which is the same transmission that was in some of the Maseratis. It's actually pretty unique in that the entire body is carbon fiber, and we'll show you under the hood. It's absolutely amazing. The detail that they put in this car is substantial. It's just really beautiful. It's a very unique, wonderful looking car. You know, it's got the classic Alfa Romeo look to it, but then it's just really quite beautiful. One downside of this thing is, well, the trunk is, well, let's see. There we go. Pop that thing open, and, well, that's it. Like this tiny trunk. You know, it's actually reasonably deep, but that's all you get. Here you can see the original window sticker. Look at that, $340,000. Woo! Yeah. This sucker was pricey. We got all the books and everything. It's a pretty neat car. Again, carbon fiber on the trunk. Everything is carbon fiber on this thing. It's absolutely awesome. As I mentioned, it's got the same engine power plant as the Maserati Granturismo. So it's the F136. Where is my little... There's my latch. We'll pop that open and take a look here. Got these huge wheels. Absolutely massive. Big old Brembo brakes with the Alpha stickers on it. Here we go. Oh yeah, look at that. Entire hood, carbon fiber. If you've seen the Maserati Granturismo, you recognize this intake plenum with the bull horns and everything. So it's literally the same exact power plant. So F136 engine should be producing in the 450-ish horsepower range or so. Maybe a little bit more. I don't know what the exact specs of this are, but the fascinating thing is, so it is a single clutch transmission, basically, you know, the F1 style of transmission, but it has a torque tube, and then the transmission is in the rear. So it does have really good balance. You can see it's got Bianco Madreperla. Okay, there you go. That's the color. So it's a pearl white. It is stunning. Oh, look at that. It's actually got headers from the factory, sort of. The kind of headers, not full-on manifolds, but God, this piece is so light. It almost feels like you're gonna break it just moving it. Now, the really amazing part of this car is the interior is just phenomenal. You've got this kind of interlaced pattern leather, carbon fiber door panels, aluminum trim. The seats are carbon fiber with that beautiful inlay on the leather there. You've got the Alfa Romeo logo in it. Very small cabin, but surprisingly spacious when you're sitting in it. You got carbon fiber all over the dashboard, aluminum on the dash vents, carbon fiber dashboard itself. If you've seen the Ferrari F430, you'd recognize this is the exact same steering wheel airbag, but the steering wheel itself is different. Similar shift paddles as the Ferrari, a little bit different controls on the wipers and stuff, but this is a Ferrari, I believe, California switch. This is the same as that's in the 458. It was funny, when we did the oil change on this car, we actually used the Maserati software and it worked just fine. So that's basically what this is set up to be. You can see 500 limited edition. Oh, look at, we still have ashtray. So I don't think anyone was really smoking a whole lot in these things, although it is Italian. We've got the engine start stop in the center console, parking brake, electronic parking brake, all these different modes. You'll hear once we drive it, the sport mode makes a huge difference in the exhaust. It's absolutely awesome. Fire extinguisher from the factory, got the aluminum kick plates up there. Yeah, you'll probably never see one of these. I've only seen, I believe, 2 in my life before this one. We're gonna take it out for a spin and you'll see it's an interesting car. It's definitely pretty cool. All right, we're in the 8C. Got this nice little key and flip out. So it's kind of weird. You have to put in the key, turn it, then you put your foot on the brake and push the engine start button in the center console down here. Nice. Let's put in sport mode. We're also going to take it out of auto. And away we go. I haven't driven this thing with the top down. Where is the top control? Oh, that's it. Unlock top first. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. Oh. Oh, you do it manually? Oh. Okay, that's interesting. So it has the same feeling as the F1 transmission in the 430, although it's, I'm gonna say, slightly more sluggish. Did I put in sport? No. Alright, we definitely want in sport mode, and you'll see it makes it sound really good. It's got a wonderful sound to it. Sounds a lot like the Maserati. I mean, it basically is a Maserati, so it should sound like a Maserati. Pretty sure you can't hear anything, so I'm gonna put the top up. Alright, so let's try this top operation again. I guess I pull it down. Okay. Okay. Oh, there. Wow. All right. Weird. Okay, well, learning stuff on the fly. All right, now you can probably hear me. All right, and you can hear this car. Listen to this. Yeah, sounds a lot like the Maserati Granturismo, maybe a little bit more aggressive. It does have an X-pipe from the factory, which is pretty neat. Not the fastest car, I'll be honest. It's, I'm gonna say this is more of a looker than it is a performance car. I mean, it looks absolutely stunning, but the performance is maybe a little bit lacking. It's got a reasonable amount of power, but it's not gonna blow your, socks off. It's not gonna be like, holy crap, this is the fastest thing I've ever been in. The handling is pretty good. I noticed that it's a little bit looser in the steering than the Ferraris. So I don't know if it's got the Maserati, I'm assuming it's got like the Maserati steering, and maybe that's why it's a little bit softer. It's not quite as tight, a little bit more play in it. But the suspension is pretty good, very little body roll. I was playing earlier when I was driving it back from the shop to my house on some twisty roads, and unfortunately, these roads aren't super awesome for that, but oh, it's sound. It's wonderful sound. Phenomenal. Looking at this thing, you'd never expect it to sound like this muscle car. I mean, it's totally an Italian muscle car. Absolutely awesome. The road feels pretty good, decent amount of feedback, although again, a little bit soft on the steering, a little bit loose, a little bit vague. It's not as tight as I would want it to be. Comfort's pretty good. Visibility is pretty reasonable, although we do have a bigger hood in front of us and it slopes down, so you kind of can't really tell where the front of it is. These seats, pretty reasonably comfortable. God, the sound is awesome. Absolutely awesome. I absolutely love it. Very much muscle car-y. Yeah, only 1,905 miles on it. Sorry, I thought it rolled over 2,000. It rolled over to 1,900. It's got a lot of pops and crackles when you downshift to second. So coming up here with this downshift. See what I mean? It is definitely a GT car. Definitely got the softer, more cruise type feel to it than any sort of violent performance car, but it's very pleasant. I really dig this car. Like I said, the interior is just phenomenal, absolutely stunning. Alright, so I headed on the highway for a while, and when it's above 3,000 RPMs and those valves open, it really does sound amazing. It's very comfortable, feels pretty composed at speed on the highway. This isn't my car, it's something we already sold, so I'm not going to beat on it, I'm not going to rip it, I'm just taking it easy. Funny enough, it does get a lot of attention. People, I think, have no clue what it is, so I saw a lot of cameras, kind of confused look on people's faces, but I drove it all the way out here with the top down on the highway, and actually the wind noise wasn't absurd. And this is on Texas highway, so we were, going like 90. Anyway, almost there, almost to Brad's. All right, YouTube, I think the details. Gonna get this thing PPF'd. Pick up Josh's car, so we're doing a little swap-a-roo. His car just got the full front PPF. It's gonna keep that gray paint in perfect condition. Looks good. I gotta give Josh shit because we just replaced the windshield in this thing, and he just there's a rock chip on it. Josh, that sucks. Look at that, right there. That's just dirt. But that, oh. Anyway, yeah. So the 8C, it's basically a super glorified carbon fiber Gran Turismo. Admittedly, it looks a lot better in Gran Turismo, but it sounds about the same. The price is about 10 times more, so I don't know if that's worth it. Because you can pick up a GT for like 30, 35, 40 grand, and this is 300 plus. So, but you get the wow factor of what the fuck is that, and no one's ever seen one before, so that's kind of cool. But anyway, you guys know the drill. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Check out normalguyssupercar.com and NG Supercars. We'll see you in the next one. We're going to be doing a lot of cool car stuff. You want to stay tuned. It's going to be sweet.